Well, I've just finished a book about career reinvention for the boomer generation, and my task over the next year is to get that book published and launched and bought.
Excellent.
Because I'm an artist and I've been creative all my life, I would like to think that I could possibly put together an art show of my hundreds of things that I've got stacked in a garage or my studio. Expand upon my teaching of art. Self-motivate yourself and promote yourself, I think, is very hard. Pound the pavement, and I think art is difficult, though. And
I've always aspired to being of service in a big way. Right now I'm working in the field of child homelessness and elementary education. The county I live in Orange County, California, there are 32,000 homeless kids. I mean, you know, when you think of the wealth of a certain part of Orange County, but it's a number that boggles my mind. And those kids do not have many resources, don't have services, have no continuity in education, and in many cases they're doomed to this kind of rootless life. And that's something I would really like to address in the next year somehow. I'm not sure how that would happen.
You know, it's still sort of like, what do I want to do when I grow up? And part of it is that I don't really want to grow up. And so, you know, it's figuring out, what do I really want to do? The world I'm in film and both directing and producing is super collaborative, and it requires a tremendous amount of verbalization. And I think there's a split, and half of me is pretty nonverbal. And so the idea that maybe I want to go back and work in a world that doesn't require constant questions and constant answers, and you know, it can be visual exploration. I find that really appealing as a possibility, but it's really hard to figure out which way. So I think it's about juggling, you know, the different things that interest me and trying to make it work in balance. I think it's about achieving balance.
Okay, I just want to make lots of money. No, I do actually. I'd like to really, you know, excel in this real estate business that, you know, I've started up in now. I want to actually invest into getting myself a property, a house or a nice apartment here. I mean, also included in that is to make a legacy, to have something to pass on to my daughter, and then also just to help with the community, help with charities, and, you know, really being able to be, you know, a beneficial person on the planet, basically. So what do I have to do to get there? Just sell more real estate.
Okay, great. My current ambition is to complete and launch the app that we were talking about earlier. And what has to happen is we just need to, you know, it'll be finished in the next 3 or 4 months.
I kind of left sort of my mainstream career about 5 years ago that I'd been pursuing, you know, since my early 20s. Moved into another career that had been a career I was really interested in when I was younger, but just did not, for many reasons, just wasn't viable at that time, or just didn't seem as appealing. Yeah, photography. So now I've gone back into photography, and I think I'm beginning to have some success. And I think it would just be getting more recognition and more support, and just finding bigger and greater opportunities.
My current ambition is that the book that I just wrote, Wear and Tear, become a bestseller. This will never happen. But I don't, you know, I think right now I'm just really pleased that my book got published, and it's kind of a miracle, and I'm trying to do as much as I can to promote it. And I don't really know what will happen in the next year. And I just have to, you know, let the chips fall where they may. Maybe I'll start working on something else, another project. I'm trying not to be too obsessed, actually, about the future at the moment.
For Garrett and Garage, our design business, to be more out there than it is. So that would incur magazine articles, more media, which we're working on, and that entails more projects.
Well, my current ambition is Garrett and Garage, and I think just to formulate, a plan of action where we're more exposed and people know our brand or long to utilize our brand.
I'm a filmmaker, so my current ambition is to keep making films and to keep doing what I'm doing and to get to grow and have bigger challenges with each project. So what has to happen is, I have to keep going. In a practical sense, you always need to attract financing and partners. But I feel like if I just take care of the project I'm working on and do that to the best of my ability and showing up for the right reason, that those next steps will take care of themselves.
My current ambition is to realize my Realize project, to realize the magazine / channel, and to bring to the world the kinds of people I'm bringing in this interview, and really share their energy. I think there's so much energy that can be put out there that can help others grow, and that's a really important thing to me. So that's my current ambition. Oh, what has to happen? Well, I have to do a much better job of selling the project and selling myself. Not very easy for your average artist. So, I have to put on a business hat.